Yeah, we will. To be hard, I wanna be big. I'm just turning on TikTok live as well. Okay, we're going live. It just be looking so dark on TikTok now, and I don't know why. It's like the colors is weird and stuff. Okay. That's better. I'm just about to make some breakfast. I'm just having a boiled egg or 2 boiled eggs and some sausage. I went on my walk this morning. The mechanic is supposed to be coming at 12 today. You know, everything that's going to be in my vlog on next week. If you haven't seen this week's vlog, it is uploaded, so make sure you go watch that. Hey, TikTok. I've been on this TikTok live account in a while. What's going on with y'all? I have just gotten to the point. Now, I do have another TikTok page, and what I've learned from my first TikTok page that I'm on this live right now, what I've learned is that I have this much tolerance, okay? When we talk about tolerance being high, I got this much tolerance for stupid shit. I don't have no energy, nor will I be dedicating any time to arguing with nobody. I'm blocking people on that page left and right, and it feels great. I have no desire to debate what I said. I simply said what I said, and you can take it or you can leave. And it's really that simple. Same goes with YouTube. Now that I have social media accounts that have a high follower count, and I kind of know when people get ready to start getting out of pocket or when people comment things that's just really going to piss me off, I go ahead and cut them at the knee and just block them. On my YouTube channel, I don't really see as much of that on YouTube as I see on mostly Instagram, but it's just I just don't understand like what make people, out of all the things you could do, out of all the places you could be, out of just all the stuff you need to be focusing on in your life, what makes you go to somebody's social media page and be negative? I don't get it. And you can be negative on people's social media page, you just can't be negative on mine because I'm finna block your stupid ass. And it's really that simple. Anywho, let me put my slippers on. I'm about to just boil me 2 eggs. This is the first time I bought eggs since like October, because I was buying the 6 count of Publix brand eggs, and they just were not boiling right. When I would boil them, they would end up being like, the texture of the egg yolk would be gummy. It just would be really gross. So I bought these brown eggs for the first time, and I boiled them yesterday. It was cool. They just taste like regular eggs, but I don't know how long I'm going to be able to buy eggs because who knows how high the eggs going to get. So I'm going to enjoy these eggs because you just never know. I put a poll on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's the same name on every platform. It was always Joy. But I posted this video on my Instagram last night. I posted it on YouTube as well. And I was asking, how many of y'all actually wash dishes? Y'all can't see the dishes in my sink right now because it ain't a lot of them. But I don't wash no dishes. That is not who God created me to be. A dishwasher. I can't do that. He created somebody so smart that they came up with the invention of the dishwasher. And who would I be to not utilize such a smart individual and not utilize that dishwasher? How many of y'all actually still wash dishes? Like put your hands in dishwater and wash your own dishes. Do y'all still do that? Because I probably haven't washed a dish. Now my cast iron skillet is different. You know, you have to wash the cast iron skillet. But I have not washed dishes since I was a little girl at my grandma and granddad's house. So probably 10 or younger. I'm not washing no dishes, babes. That's giving struggle. I'm finna load up that dishwasher, put some dish detergent in it, and let it go to work. And it's always funny to people who will die on the hill. I feel like I'm talking slow because I'm so tired. I just came back from my little workout. And I just put my eggs on. But it's always crazy to me, the people who will die on the hill about washing dishes and, oh, I dropped bleach in my dishwater. You don't actually have to do any of that. You could just push it in the dishwater. Put it in the dishwasher. And let the dishwasher, the water in the dishwasher can get 10 times hotter than what your hands can handle. Why would you want to do that? I don't understand. Like, I feel like if you wash your dishes by hand, you will also wash your drawers by hand. Why would you do that? Somebody invented a washing machine. It's not making sense. It's not, the math's not making 1 + 1 = 2 for me. Let's also get my tea going. Today is Wednesday, and every day is like, I really do dread getting on some platforms because it's like, oh my gosh, what else is going on in the government today? What nonsense is going to be said today? What people is going to lose their job today? And honestly, I keep seeing like on Threads. I got on Threads probably like a month or so ago, and I do like Threads. If you on Twitter, why? My question is, if you a black person, why are you on Twitter? Why are you over there? Why are you in that space? But I got on Threads about a month ago, and I do like it over there. But I don't know. Maybe I think my tolerance also is just low because I got so much shit to do, and like I cannot be. That's why I don't watch reality TV. I can't be worried about what other people are doing, who they arguing with on national TV, whose baby daddy slept with whose husband and had a baby with whose uncle's second cousin twice removed. Like who got the time for that? But I keep seeing these posts and statuses and videos about AOC, which is the lady name, and I don't even know her name. I just know they call her AOC. AOC and Jasmine Crockett, I think. And everybody is like championing them. Oh yeah, very good. All I'm hearing is word salad. I don't want to hear nobody else talking about how bad it is, and how wrong it is, and how illegal it is. Tell me what you're going to do. I literally woke up this morning and got on Threads, and I saw a video uploaded by Jasmine Crockett of her standing outside the USAID, talking with people. She ended up giving a speech behind a podium. Somebody actually took a video of that and uploaded it. But where is the call for impeachment? Okay? Where is the tangible things that actually gonna make a difference to stopping what's going on, and not you just talking? All I'm hearing is fucking word salad. And if anyone hasn't noticed, there's enough word salad on the internet to go for decades and centuries to come. That's another reason why I feel like I really have not enjoyed TikTok in an extremely long time, because everybody has to share their inner thoughts. And not nobody, but a lot of people sharing their inner thoughts could keep them to themselves because they're not worth shit. Everything that enters your mind do not have to exit your lips. Some of y'all can actually just shut the fuck up and keep scrolling. Too many people think that they need to have diarrhea of the mouth on the World Wide Web. And I'm sick of it. It really, to me, it has watered down the enjoyable experience that TikTok really used to be. The girls used to really give us content. Are we gonna be honest about it? The girls used to give us content, and now all I'm hearing is nobody has anything to show, teach, explain. Everybody just got the same opinion as the 20 other people I just scrolled past. So you know what I do? I'm blocking all of them. Every time I see, and there were certain people who I used to see all of the time, and that's how they're growing their following. The algorithm keeps pushing them. As soon as I see them, and I don't really see them no more because I block so many of them, but I call them think piece thumbs. They got a think piece on everything. Every single thing, they got something to say about it. Block. Because I don't want to see that on my timeline. And I'll go to their page first and see, okay, is this just a one-piece post where they were giving an opinion or they were saying something? No, I go to the page and it's literally every single frame is your face in your head because you're talking in every single video. I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you. There is enough opinions on the internet. And the thing about the internet is everybody can get on there and say whatever and do whatever without any credentials, without any backing. Okay, we're taking advice, y'all. Let me not say we. People are taking advice from people online who barely made it out of the 12th grade. Think about that. These people are online giving you their thought and opinion. And some of it's not even their thought and opinion. Some of it is videos that they saw from previous creators that they just regurgitating. And they add and a but or a what or a if and a to and a when and a if. Like, some of these people actually are dumb. And on April the 7th, when the time frame for TikTok is up for her to have sold to someone, on April the 7th, when that time frame is up and the app goes down again, they ain't gonna have nobody to talk to. Because again, the girls used to be on TikTok giving us content. I'm gonna make a video about this. The girls used to be on TikTok giving us content, and now everybody is just sitting in their robe, in their bed, running their mouth. And I'm tired. These are the people who you can't go to their Instagram and be inspired. You can't go to their Instagram and want to hit the follow button because there's nothing there. They don't have a YouTube page. Or if they do, it's not doing well because they don't actually have any content. Those talking head videos of people giving their opinion about everything, that stuff only makes it only survives and does well on TikTok. On any other platform, you can't do that. You actually gotta have content to produce. You actually have to be an interesting, intriguing person, or at least speaking in a way that captivates people. So I would not be mad if this app goes away. And that is the truth. Because I'm tired. And I want everybody to shut up. Some of y'all actually like, need to read a book. And I don't mean that in a everybody saying that way. I mean that in y'all did not, nobody, I don't believe, nobody got in high school, from kindergarten to high school, everything that they needed to be masterful up here for life. Some of y'all actually need to grab a book. But the problem with that is, a lot of these folks can't read well. Okay? The statistics show that most people in the United States, and depending on where you live, depending on if you're in the South, if you're in the Midwest, if you're in the West, a lot of folks, particularly in the South, are not reading past the 6th and 7th grade level. They're not. When you cannot read past a certain grade level, the intellect for that is lacking. So if you can't read past the 6th or 7th grade level, why are you giving people advice on life that you haven't lived? And when I say that, that's why I don't watch reality TV, because I personally feel like the obsession with people's baby mamas, people's dramas, and the life that people are living, there's too much infatuation around that versus people trying to make up their own life for themselves. I don't understand what makes somebody want to sit in front of TV week after week after week and listen to people argue. That shit would give me a headache. I don't watch no reality TV. Zero. None at all. Don't say, oh, but you don't watch. No, I don't watch reality TV. I really don't even watch TV at all. If I turn I have 2 TVs in this house. A 65-inch and a 70-inch. Neither one of them are plugged up. Both of them are facing the wall. I moved in this apartment April of last year. Ain't never turned one of them TVs on. I can count on one hand the number of times I have turned on my computer and watched a movie on Netflix or Amazon Prime. I don't desire to see that trash that's on the TV, and it is really polluting y'all's minds. It's polluting people's minds. Like, I never thought that I would live in a dystopian world where there is a normalization around being a baby mama. I never thought that I would live in a world where people would justify shit that is obviously wrong as hell. But because they see it on every episode, on every show, they've normalized it in their brain. And now when I say something that's like, do you realize how foolish you are? Do you realize how idiotic that is? Now they looking at me like I'm judgmental and crazy. Then I'll be that. Okay? Then that's fine. The world we live in, it is just, it really, this is why I have been prioritizing, YouTube. Because there's a different class of people on every single social media platform. Truly, really there is. There's a different class of people, and the lowest of the low are on Instagram. They on Facebook. Facebook, Instagram, because a lot of what's on Facebook is older people. Like, you know, moms and dads and grannies and aunties and uncles and shit. I'm not on Facebook. They over there living in this la la land too. Like, you know, it's always very troubling to me when people get on any platform and they ask a question they could have literally typed in Google. Do anybody know what time the DMV close on Saturdays? I work Monday through Friday, so I'm gonna have to go on Saturday. If I put these chicken legs in a crock pot with some vegetables, how long should I cook them if I put them on high versus how long should I cook them if I put them on low? I think I'm going to have to buy a new car this year. Anyone have any suggestions? That's the type of shit that's on Facebook. I'm not over there. I would literally pull every strand of hair out of my head if I was on Facebook. Then you go to Instagram. And on Instagram are the people who think they too good for Facebook. but they still slow as fuck and they don't do shit. They don't have nothing going on. Like literally the highlight of their entire day is getting on the internet and seeing that they had a negative comment on somebody else's post, get more than 100 likes. What? I'm telling you. I ain't said nothing that ain't true. Like, do y'all realize like this is the only shot at life that we get? And this is how you want to spend it? This is what you want to do with it? This is how you want to fuddle the time? It's bananas. It's bananas. Okay, so that's Facebook. That's Instagram. And on Instagram, I don't understand. I see maybe more younger kids do this than folks my age. What is the purpose of having an Instagram page and you have no post? You might got like a highlight or two, but you don't have no post. Or you have a post and you leave it up for a day and then you take it down. And then in another month you might put it back up, leave it there for a week or two, you take it down. Or you post a story and then you delete it in 30 minutes. And you do like, I feel like those type of people, like you don't even know do you know who you are? Like I feel like there's some sort of disconnect with self-identity there. Who are you lurking in the shadows? Who are you trying to be? Who are you presenting? Like I don't understand any of that. I don't get it. Which is why I don't follow a lot of people, because I don't want to follow people who, you know, the people that you follow also has a reflection of what pops up on your feed. And you know, we see more suggested posts and sponsored ads now than we do the people that we actually follow. So if I follow 5 folks and all 5 of those people don't do nothing but post reality TV type of content, they don't do nothing but argue in other people's comments, you know, they don't post nothing on their stories but bullshit, standing on the couch in the club at 2:30 in the morning with a wad of money to their ear and a half-drank bottle of Don Julio. I'm going to get more foolishness on my timeline if those are the type of people I follow. I don't follow those folks. I don't care who you are and how long I've known you, what our affiliation is. I don't follow those type of people. I follow pages that inspire me. I follow pages that are positive and uplifting. I follow Black love pages. Even family members. I'm not following all of y'all because y'all not even doing anything. And that's cool. It's no shade for that. But I never understand, like, threads people be like, what is up with content creators that have like this many following and they only follow like a handful of people? Why does that bother you? Why do you care how many people I follow? I'm only following a few people because there's not a lot of people online that are talking about things that I'm interested in and doing it in a way that is interesting and captivating to me. So that's Instagram. Then we move over to TikTok. And TikTok used to be that girl. And I've been saying used to be for a long time, and I'm not going to stop saying that. TikTok used to be her. And it's just not giving that anymore. The Think Peace Thumpers have taken over. And again, I have blocked those people because I don't want to see that type of content on my feed. But just even the things that I do see is like, I feel like TikTok is just so much more lackluster now than it used to be. Like, it used to be a good time, and it still is from time to time. But prime example. Friend, if you in here, you know I love you down. But I do not understand. Somebody hop in the comments and help me get to the place that y'all are at. Because y'all have been there for a while, and I don't think I'll ever arrive. I do not understand everyone's fixation and obsession with the black lady in Pakistan. My friend asked me had I seen it, and I was like, no, send me one of the videos. Again, that type of stuff don't pop up on my feed because I don't follow foolishness. Okay? So he sends me 2 of the videos, and I watch them. And so I respond, and I say, I don't get it. Because what is funny about this black lady wearing a hijab with concealer or powder around her pencil-thin eyebrows in Pakistan, talking to them people like she ain't got no home training. What's funny about that? It is not lost on me why people from other countries have such a disdain for Americans. Because we literally move through life in the world as if we are the only ones to exist in it. And there are other places and cultures and countries who don't go for foolishness. That is foolishness. And particularly at this point in time, anybody going to another country as an American and acting a fool, you're dumb. We got such a huge target on our backs right now, baby. You better go to them people's country and sit up straight and fold your hands, say yes ma'am and no sir. That's what you better do. I don't get the humor in going to a country like Pakistan and fooling with them people. It's private. I'm not leaving till I get $20,000. Do you realize how foolish Americans look to other countries and other people? This is why. Nothing about that was funny to me. I still don't think it's funny. I literally don't get it. It's nothing funny about that. And if something happened to that lady while she's in Pakistan, I don't want to hear no outrage about it. Because she's been playing with them people and playing in their face. You know, in other countries, the patriarchy is like the highest of the totem pole. Women are not even looked at as close to equal. So for her as a woman, dressed in a hijab, to be over in them people country and talking to them men like she's crazy, whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to feel bad. I'm not. I won't. Because it's crazy that not only is she over there acting like that, it's crazy that people on TikTok are laughing about it and think that it's funny. I don't know, the humor missed me. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't even want to get it. Just because I understand at least a little bit. I understand at least a little bit of how other countries conduct themselves. And I think it's disrespectful to go to certain places and act an ass. Act a fucking monkey. I think not only is it disrespectful, it's demeaning to your personhood. Like, you don't want to carry yourself with a little bit more esteem than that. And you know, this is something I'm really just going on and on and on. But the more I talk, the more it's coming to my mind. This is really why we're going to take a sharp left turn, but y'all follow me because I'm going somewhere, okay? This is why it is so critical for men to be so careful, so very careful about who you procreate with and who you marry in particular. It's so important because when somebody steps foot out the house as a wife, the last name that you carry, you are adding an indentation in your legacy. And when I carry the last name that I have, I recognize who I represent. I represent my daddy. I represent the whole Jordan side of the family. I represent my grandma. I represent my cousins. And for you to be connected to somebody who will go to a country and show out, like not this lady in particular, because I don't believe her to be married. I think she claimed she went to Pakistan because she was talking to somebody over there online. But just in general, when you connect yourself, when you become one, not only just with a piece of paper, but before God, in mind, body, and spirit, and that person moves around in the world, you are a representation of each other. Too many people having kids with somebody who shouldn't be representing themselves, much less somebody else's lineage and legacy. That's a big deal to me. These eggs are almost done. I'm going to put them in some ice water. I think even that, so many people on social media now saying, everybody don't want to be married. When did that happen? I want to know when that happened. When did we get to a place where people would say, I don't want to be married. Oh, I want some kids though. And the man that I date, I want him to treat me well. I want him to buy me nice things. I want him to do nice things for me. I want him to be caring and considerate and compassionate and empathetic. But I don't want to be married. Where did that come from? How did we arrive there? And all the attributes that I just mentioned that people want their other person to be, how do you equate wanting all those things but not wanting, like Jason Wilson said on Be Simone podcast, you don't want somebody to be your covering? I'm confused why you wouldn't want a person to be your covering, but you would procreate with them. You would give life. You're literally raising a human being. You're literally raising somebody who has the power to change the trajectory of the world. And you just doing it with anybody? I do, however, recognize that it is only our community that has been infiltrated with those negative, demonic thinking. It's only us. Okay? Now, I do know other races of people are having a trying time dating, particularly if you like me and you a millennial. But they are very clear and sure about what marriage is supposed to be for, how it's supposed to look, what they want it to be. It's only our people that are so comfortable having children by multiple different people. How do you create legacy, and your legacy here, there, and everywhere? It's okay to not agree with me, but I want to challenge you to just try to think a different way. Like, really try to think in a way that is a little bit more, for lack of a better word, traditional. Now, I'm somebody who, I do not conform to societal norms in the way of, I didn't go to traditional college. I didn't get a job that I want to stay on for 25 years. You know, that type of thing. Oh, Lord. All this ice been flying around in my freezer. I thought I heard something in here making noise last night. I guess that's what hold on, y'all. Oh. I wish Google would get these daggone spam emails that I keep getting, car insurance coverage and vehicle, this, that, and the third. Anyway, I'm not traditional in those ways, but there are some traditional things that I believe are for the better good of person and people. Meaning individually and for everybody that, you know, is involved or whatever the case may be. For example, I grew up with my grandma and my granddaddy. In addition to that, everybody in my family is married. My mama, my daddy, okay, my aunts, my uncles. I've seen everybody in marriage. For rich or for poor, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. There is more of a benefit to be connected with the right person in a marriage than to be alone and connected to different people through baby mama or baby daddyhood. There's nothing that anybody could ever say to make it make sense. I don't want to be with one person for the rest of my life, but you'd rather be connected to multiple people for the rest of your life. It just don't make sense, y'all. And I don't care which way you slice it, dice it, or spin it around. That shit don't make sense. I think that what it is it has become more evident and more apparent that the character that is necessary for marriage, be it in men or women, the character that's necessary for marriage is lacking in our generation as a whole. And it makes marriage less appealing. It makes marriage work less often, but that doesn't mean that the institution of marriage, the purpose of marriage, the intent of marriage is different. It's just the people involved are not the same. I recognize the difference because I grew up with married people all my life. And so I know how much more of a benefit it is to be in spiritual union than it is to not be in spiritual union. And everybody didn't grow up that way, so I think that's why everybody likely don't see it that way, which is unfortunate, which is why if you continue to perpetuate the cycle of creating babies outside of the home, now everybody thinks it's normalized because that's how they grew up. The idea of having a baby with a boyfriend and y'all don't even live together, it's weird to me. Because when y'all leave the hospital, you go home with the baby and they don't. Or they don't have to. Also, because wasn't a poll, it was like a question that I asked on my Instagram, and people send in questions because I am going to be doing a Q&A on my YouTube. Now, if you want to send me a question, feel free to comment on any of my last post on whatever page or platform you're watching me on. If you're on YouTube, go to my post. Do y'all know about that on YouTube? When you go to a person's YouTube channel, there's different tabs. There's home, videos, shorts, lives, playlists, and posts. Post is where I can do things like maybe like write a status or write something as the like old school Facebook style. If you're on YouTube, go there, and you have to be subscribed on my page. At least you have to be subscribed in order to be able to comment and us communicate on the post. You can see it, but unless you're a subscriber, it won't allow you to comment or anything. So if you want to send me a question, you can do so there. But the questions that you can ask, you can ask me anything, and I do mean anything, but be respectful. So there's a way to ask questions that may be a little bit more, invasive, but in a respectful way, okay? And we're adults, and we know how to do that, and if we don't, then we just don't ask the question. Yay, man? Hallelujah. So you can ask me anything. I'm going to answer the questions on the Q&A, but I'm also going to do a part on that video about dating. Because y'all know I'm back on the Hinge app. We're going to talk about dating. I got screenshots to show y'all. Okay? Because the things that go on this dating app is like actually unbelievable. And you wouldn't believe a person unless they showed you. So I'm finna show you. Okay? I got the proof. I got some of these conversations. So I'm going to get into that as well. And, something I was about to tell y'all about that. Dating, Hinge, the Q&A, ask me questions, send me questions. It'll be posted only to my YouTube page. I forgot what I was going to say, but we got that going on. Let's see if I can peel these eggs. That'll sit a minute longer. Is anybody else on a dating app? Or does anybody have any recommendations for dating apps outside of Hinge? I see Atlanta got something cool going on. It's called My Switch app. If you in Atlanta, let me tell you the Instagram page to look at. They're having an event on Valentine's Day. It's called My Switch app. They're having an event on Valentine's Day. It is a live audio speed, it says it's a live audio speed dating app, but they are having this Valentine's Day experience on Valentine's Day, which is a Friday. It's an exclusive singles event, and your RSVP includes an appetizer and a cocktail. You have to apply to attend because they're going to make sure that the male to female ratio is even. And when you buy your ticket, there's a special code that the guys can use, I think, for like $5 off their ticket if they bring a friend. They doing something right over there. They doing something that makes sense. I've been trying to get something together for the city of Orlando where I live to do something, and something like that would be awesome. We'll see what happens this year. I got a lot of 30-something and singles content this year, so I wouldn't be surprised if I'm able to get something going off the ground this year. But I was starting to feel like, what is this? I was starting to feel like Hinge is just, I've never used any other app besides Hinge. Doing a dating app is not something that I really want to be doing, but also I don't go nowhere. So if I want the life and the husband that I say I do, I have to like put myself out there. And if the dating app is where I have to start, then so be it. The last couple of years, I would say 2 years, I've been saying, I'm going to get outside. I'm going to get outside. And I get outside here and there, but not enough to make a difference and meet nobody. And because Hinge is the only app that I've used to try to pursue online dating, is really all that I know. But after going through, and I don't like, okay, so here's my thing. And this is, I guess, a thing for the guys. If there's any guys in here, you can let me know. I go by my own set of boundaries. And that includes, if you match with me, I'm not giving you my phone number. Like, I had a guy last week, screenshot his. I had a guy last week. We match. We're talking. I felt like the things that he was saying in the conversation was kind of, it wasn't personalized to me. It was kind of like, this is how he starts the conversation, like almost like a copy and paste sort of feel. But I'm going along with it because maybe that's really who you are. And I said something in response to a question that he asked me, and he laughed. He sent the laughing emojis. And then he says, text me. And he sends his number. And I respond back with, I'm not giving anybody my number unless we going on a date. And he was like, oh, understood, makes sense. And the next day I see he had unmatched with me, which is fine. Because I'm not, imagine if every single person I matched with, I gave them my phone number. Imagine how many men in Orlando would have my phone number if I matched with every just Joe Blow who can't even be so bothered to hold a conversation with me on the dating app that we matched on, that I just give them my phone number. You're not going to what you doing me to death. You're not going to, hey, you're not going to come over. When you plan a date, that's the type of dating that I'm looking to do. I'm trying to actually not only say I'm dating, but actually go on the dates. If you're not trying to go on the dates and see if we are a match, why do you need my phone number? The last person, I've only met 2 people off of the app. One in October, one in November. That just passed. And neither one of them had my phone number. Until, actually, yeah, neither one of them had my phone number until the day of the date. If we're not meeting for the date, you don't need the number. And also, if the date don't go well, you don't need the number because I'm not going again. I don't know if that is just in a man's mind, like, oh, give me your number. Like, are women moving the same way that I am and not giving everybody their number? I don't know, but we're going to talk about that in the video too. Child, the life I be living, it don't be a whole lot going on. But it be feeling like there's a whole lot of bullshit going on. I like these eggs. Hold on. Does anybody have any dating experiences that they want to share in the comments? And you know what's so crazy is, part of the reason that I really enjoy making the type of content that I do, specifically as it relates to 30-something and single, is that sometimes when I'm creating the content or I'm thinking about what I want to say, sometimes it does hit me like, dang, is this cringe? You know, is this cringe to say? Or do I really want to, say this and it be public? And every time I have that thought, it's like, it's always so many people who can relate. We're literally living the same life, y'all. We're literally living the same life, going through the same things. A lot of us dealing with the same nonsense. So if I gotta be the person, what's that? What's this in the egg, y'all? Do y'all see that? What is that? In the yolk. I don't know, but I plucked it out. I don't know what that is. It always takes me to say something first for people to be like, oh my gosh, me too. Oh my gosh, the same thing happened to me. Or oh my gosh, girl, let me tell you what happened when I was on the app. So if you got anything you want to send me, as it relates to dating in general, whether it's in person or on the dating app, Hinge or otherwise, send it on in. Because I'm going to get into the things. Okay? Y'all know a country girl. This is how I eat my eggs. This is how my granddaddy used to eat his eggs. I put a little all-purpose seasoning on here. Give him a little hot sauce. I got some pork sausage. I don't do turkey bacon, turkey sausage. Don't disrespect me. That's how I feel. If you want to give me some breakfast meat, if it ain't pork, get it off my fork. Because anything besides pork for breakfast meat is disrespectful. I don't want no chicken sausage neither. Okay, y'all. I have enjoyed being on live with y'all. Ooh. Okay, I got my alarm set for that. I have enjoyed being on live with y'all. I'm going to go ahead and eat my breakfast, take a shower, get the editing next week's vlog. Because I got, what's today, the third day? I got 2.5 days of editing that I need to do. I need to put the questions together for our Q&A and figure out how I'm going to tell y'all about this nonsense that be going on these dating apps. So if you're not following my YouTube, make sure you follow me on YouTube. It was Always Joy. If you're on here now, be sure you subscribe. I do have a vlog from last week that I posted. So that's up. There's plenty of videos on there, plenty of shorts on there. And make sure you subscribe so that you can be a part of the post that I make on YouTube. And you can comment, so on and so forth. YouTube is making it like a very, I don't want to say exclusive, but I guess exclusive to people who are subscribers. Because when I looked at it, you can make it so that the people who are subscribed, the only people that can comment are people who have been following you or been subscribed to you for at least 7 days or at least a day or something like that. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe now. So by this time next week, you'll be able to be a part of the post on my YouTube page. Okay, y'all have a good Wednesday. See y'all.